Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here again today, and a very warm welcome, especially warm because it's really cold here today. So I hope that you are warm where you are, and you know, if you're in the southern hemisphere, obviously you probably need to keep cool. But anyway, enough of the weather. I'm going to do a little project in our Anne journal today, which I'm very excited about. I've done one and we're going to do the other one together. So we will be putting one in each of our signatures. So that's the plan. Right, so here's the one signature that I've actually done it in. And if you open the first page, it's not just that, guys. I've just put in a little pocket from my add-on kit in there, and I've added some bits to it and a little tab with a ribbon. And then I have taken two of the journal cards. I back all of them onto, all these are on the shabby lace paper. And I have just put those in there. All right. And then when we turn over the page, we have a whole thing going on here. All right. Sorry if the light's glaring there. So what I've done is I've got a little booklet, well, not, it's a little item that's going to slide, piece of ephemera that's going to slide into there like a little folio. Right, so we have a pocket over here. It's got a little bit of like paper washi type thing that I've made, just a strip really from the background papers, and a little bit of collaging over there. And then I have this little goodie, which is nice and flat. I'm glad to say, pretty flat. Look at that. It's got a beautiful flower collage over there with some die cuts. We've got this little image of Anne shining through a frame with some lace, a little bit of fabric that I've just folded and glued with a little bit. This is some tea-stained cheesecloth, and then I've just sewn on a button there. So that's that. We've got a tag at the back there. You open that up. You've got a little belly band over here with a card. And then we've got an upright pocket over there with a tag. So not overly full. And then on the back, we've got a little tuck spot there. And I've put in a journaling card. So that is what we're going to do. Something along these lines, slightly different on with paper choices and things, but yeah, that's what we're making, and it was fun to make and I really enjoyed it. And then the way I'm using this is just sliding it in there into that pocket. I'll explain it all in a mo. And that's where we're going to house it. So how does that look? Good. Right, so what do you need to do? Well, the first thing that I did was I changed this page that we have in here, and I'm going to show you how we do that. So you haven't added any other pages. That's the fold line for the signature, and I'll do something with that. I already have a plan, and that goes in like that. All right, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to do it now in the other signature. Okay, so this one has got a journal page over here, and then this page is the page that we are going to use. All right, so slide that out. I have folded it, but I'm going to just talk you through it. Now, I did have a fold line in the middle here, but what I did was I've used my bone folder to get rid of it. Okay, so that's what I've done there. Now what you need to do with this one is quite simple, really. I have folded this over 3 1/4 inches from the left hand side and folded that over. Okay, yeah. And then you want to measure 5 inches across here. 5 inches? No, it's well, yeah, the other one I did 5 inches. Why I'm saying 5 inches is because if you live in the US and you're using a letter size, you only need 5 inches across here. All right, so yours will be slightly shorter. I would say go 5 1/2 inches here, guys, and then leave that bit over. All right, so let's just go over that again. You want to fold 3 1/4 inches from the left. That is 8 centimeters. Okay, and then the most important piece here is this, which needs to be 5 1/2 inches. All right, so that's 14 1/2 centimeters. All right, and then whatever remains, yours might be a 1/4 inch less if you from the US, that's fine. All right, it doesn't matter for what we're going to put on there. Right, that's the bit where your signature will go, and then this is the bit that we're going to work with today. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's start with this quickly while I've got it all out here. I want to just decorate this ever so quickly. So I've got my bits and pieces here. It's not that, it's this. I had to put everything in little piles so that I could not waste time cutting stuff and that. Right, so I've just taken a strip of this background paper which comes from the Anne kit, and all those kits are digitals, printed, otherwise. They are all available in my website shop, as you know. If you're new to my channel, then that's for you. So I've just cut a strip here which is about half an inch, all right, or about 1.2 centimeters wide, and the length of the paper, and I'm going to stick it down over here. Yeah, so been really excited to make a start on this journal. You know, over Christmas and New Year, since I showed you my Christmas journal flip through, I haven't done any crafting, not because I didn't want to, I didn't actually have a break, except for Christmas Day, where I cooked. So I actually haven't had a break at all, much to my dismay. I need a break, but I will have one soon. It's on the cards. Right, so we've got that little strip stuck down here, and then I've got this little fussy cut. It's like a bookcase, and the other one had the book with Anne's reading glasses. Right, and then I've just taken one of my little fussy cuts over here, and this is from the Garden Greens, I think, but it doesn't matter, whatever leafy bit you have, or even a flowery bit, you know. And if you don't, my stamps arrived from Amazon, so, you know, fussy cuts from old books and stuff, that would work as well. So this is going to go here, so I'm going to just put that right there. Yeah, so going to do on that flap, pretty simple. So then I want to just take some glue and get that down there, and the same over here, just to make that pocket. This, your 5 1/2 inches, which is 14 1/2 centimeters, that's going to be enough to house your little book, your folio that we're going to make. All I did here was I took this little pocket from my add-on kit, yeah, and I've stuck on those 2 little fussy cuts, die cuts, and then this fussy cut of the hat. I've just folded them on the fold lines here. Now, what I like to do is, and I can just pull this up a bit, I like to close this bottom bit. And why I do that is so that when you put cards in here, they're kept up and this doesn't gape. That's the reason for that. All right, so just a bit over there. Right, so everything on that bit for the moment is done. All right, we'll get to this another time. Now what I've done is I've printed one of these shabby backgrounds, these shabby lace backgrounds. You can print to the shabby lace backgrounds are in the Anne kit, so you can use those. This is like the beigey one, and this is the green one. All right, now with the other journal one, just so that you can see, I did this one, which was in the Anne Journal Pages bundle, and then I've done this beige one. All right, so that beige is the same as this beige, and I've just done different greens. Okay, where this one is having the beige on the front, this one is going to have the beige on the back. Okay, so we're going to have green on the front here. Very confusing, I'm sure. Look at the pictures at the end that I'll show you so that you can see what I've done if you're not sure. The first thing I did, guys, was I measured 7 inches and I've chopped off the rest, so that will be slightly different. We're not going to use that piece. 7 inches in centimeters is 17.5. Okay, so you want 7 inches that way, the length of your page. Now whatever that is, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's only one measurement we can do here, and that is 1 3/4 inches. So 1 3/4 inches in centimeters is 4.5 centimeters. You're going to fold that over and use your bone folder. Okay, and then we are going to take what remains here and just match it up to the edge there, like that. And do that, right? So this is going to be the front, and that's the inside, and that's the back. All right, so let's start with the front. So the front's green, it opens this way, all right, and that's how I want it. If you were going to make the pocket there and put that there, then you would have to change that around. Okay, just a thought. Right, so that's the inside. As I said, this is the outside. So I want to just open it up. So this is going to be the front. Okay, and I'm just getting that down there. So what I've done now is I have taken a mini page. Now, the mini page for the first one was this page with a picture, and the back of that page is the other side there. So that's the mini page. I cut it in half, exactly in half. All right, so that's what I've done there. And then with this one, I have taken this mini page, and there's another piece which I have already, it goes like that, and again I cut it exactly in half. This half I've backed and I put a tab on it. Okay, the other half we're going to use on the front here. All right, so sort of about there. Okay, we're not going to stick it on, we're going to make life difficult and make a window. I've just taken an old cupcake, a piece of packaging. This is my little window template, all right? And those are the measurements. If you want inches, those are the measurements. If you want centimeters, that's what that is. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to put this close to the corner there. So I've got more space there and there because I'm going to put lace there and flowers there. So that's why I'm doing that, okay? And just gauge it, guys, gauge it. I'm sort of lining it up at the 4-inch mark there, 10 centimeters, okay? And possibly the same here, all right? So just short of that, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take my pencil. So that's what we're going to do. We can put the template back there. Then you can either use your scissors. I'm going to use my knife. And we're going to just cut on those pencil marks. This is why I love a craft knife. But you can just use a pair of scissors and get to the edge and cut it that way if you're not comfortable with using a craft knife. That's also fine. So this we can use for something else. Don't throw those sorts of things away. Okay, so we've got a big frame here now. So all I want to do is very lightly. It's good I've made this once already because this is the bit that I had to pull off and I had forgotten to do this bit, so you know, I do all the sort of trial ones so that you don't have to make the mistakes. So there we go. And I really could do with my eraser because I've got pencil mark on this side. That's better. Right. I hope everybody's well. I've seen the most terrible weather situations in Los Angeles, guys. Gosh, please, if you live in that area, I hope that you are safe. And that you're not having to evacuate your home or have lost things. Gosh, that's the most traumatic thing I've ever seen. I feel for you all. I mean, I wish there was something we could do. Right, while I'm talking, I just want to turn this over now, this way. And what I've got is a piece of packaging. Now, this is just packaging that I have cut. What have I done with the rest of it? It's just like a piece of this, you know, that comes with packaging. I've cut it off from here, so I keep those. And you can use vellum, you can use acetate, you use whatever you have. I want to just stick that down there quickly, so don't go too close to the edge. Yeah, so that is awful, but I see that you know, people have lost everything. Whole villages have gone. It's just such a sad state. I don't know what's going on in the world with all these. I mean, Florida had 2 hurricanes now. Middle of America's having this. It's just very traumatic for all, I'm sure. It's traumatic for me watching. I can't watch the news a lot. It stresses me out. But it doesn't mean that I don't think of you and pray for you all. So I hope that you're safe. Right, so we've got that on there like that. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to stick this down. All right. So I'm just going to put glue right on the edges like this. There we go. I've got my thickest hoodie on today with a fleece and tops and all sorts. See, it's got fur inside. I am freezing. Even though the heating's on, the house is taking strain to get to the temperature. It's just not coping. So I want to just get that on there. I think it's be safer if I just do it this way. Right, so now we can just give that a little press. Okay, we've got Anne in the window now. Right, I did actually, so we've got that there, and that's fine. But what I wanted to do was make a pocket on that side. So what I did was I cut another piece of paper, and that's just slightly smaller than this one, just so that you've got, if you look over here, you've got like less than 1/16 of an inch narrower, just because you don't want to get it into the bit side there. All right, but we are going to make a pocket at the top here. The first one I cut a notch out. That wasn't advisable, so don't do that because we're sticking a belly band on here. But what I thought I would do is I will cut a notch out here, because I'm going to put the belly band here and I'm going to put the other thing there. Now I did go and put that punch away. Let me grab it quickly. Okay, so let's just get a little bit of a, yeah, that's it, a notch in there. There we go. All right, so we will stick that up there. Oh yes, and then I went like this with my dauber just to get rid of the white, and then we're going to hold that there and get some glue on here on the edges. Right, now I've got a whole load of stuff here. Let's move some of this in. Right, so as you can see, I've got that for the other side. I'm looking for my little pocket. Here it is. Right, so I've used both of these now. The one is in the other one where I've shown you previously, and this one's going in here. So I'm going to put this just over here like that, a little bit up. All right, so okay, and then on this side we are going to stick our belly band in. So this belly band is just over 1.5 inches. So when I cut this piece of paper, I cut it 3.5 inches. All right, so that's about 9 centimeters, and then I just lap them over here to make it double. All right, and that's the length of the page over there. All right, so that's what it is. And then what I did was I took one of the circles from the add-on kit, and I've cut one of these scallop circles because I can't find my round circle punch, but I actually quite like how this turned out, and I do love this background. This is also from the journal kit from the Anne kit. All I want to do is get this on here. So we are just going to do that. Stick this down really easy like this. And then I'm going to stick it on there. Right, so the way I do this is I hold it where I want it. Okay, so I'm sort of gauging there like that. I turn it over, grab my thing. I can see there's the center mark there. Draw a pencil line like this, only because that's the in between here is where I need to put glue, and you don't want to put glue where the belly band is not, if that makes any sense, so that you don't have glue on your fingers or going to stick on your paper. All right, so keep the join at the back, and then we'll get this sort of positioned where we want it this way. I'm sort of centralizing it, then I can just turn that over and then just straighten it. There we go. All right, so that's going to go there. So that's easily done, isn't it? Okay, so don't be shy with the glue with the belly band. I'm putting a good 1/4 inch in width on both ends like that. There we go. I'm sorry we're working in the dark here. Well, not in the daylight. It's not even late. It's 4:15 in the afternoon, and it's dark outside, pitch dark. Right, so there we go. We've got that there. We've got that there. Happy with all of that. We've got our bit on the front. Let's do this before I start putting chunky things on the other side. So what I've done here again, 1.5 inch of paper, and I just want to, it's like a type of, it looks like washi tape, doesn't it, when you do it like this. Now it's longer than the 7 inches because I'm going to wrap it round. So I just want to get some glue on it. I do have a lot of printing for myself on pages that have run out of ink or something, or misprints, as we like to call them. So let's just get that more to the left. Do you know, when I do this for the first one, probably because it's all the thinking that I'm doing, it takes 5 times longer. When I do it the second time, it's whizzes by. Literally whizzes by. Okay, so over here we want to put on 2 little die cuts like that. So let's get this nice sprightly green one. Oh yeah, I need to get a little die cut quickly, one that's going to fit on there, which is not so easy. That was good. Right, so very softly distressed, and we'll put this honey pot on. I do love honey on toast. Oh yeah, I have to behave myself this year and work on my health. I haven't been, so this is a year for focusing on health. for me. Right, so there we've got that. I like how that's looking. You've got your pocket there. You've got your belly band there. We've got this there. Oh, I was going to put this on, wasn't I? Maybe I should put it, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to put it over here instead. So you are perfect as you are. I've put some really good and quotes in here to make you feel good. Because you should. It's a new year. We want new rules. That's me. New rules. You're perfect as you are. Let's have it right there. Lovely. Now we're not going to put too many other decorations in here. I want to keep it flat, so that's everything there. So we're left now just with the front, which is great. Okay, so again, I've grabbed a couple of bits. And we're going to start with some lace. These lace pieces come from my lace kit, my Anne lace kit. So there we go. And I just want to trim a little bit off here. So I'm going to go like that, but I want to do the same on that side. So that should hopefully enough. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the lace glue, and we'll put some on here. So I'm going to go just over the edge there, and this is very fine lace, so it's embroidered lace, so we want to just keep it not too thick, and then just make sure you've got the right side. Isn't that pretty? Right, now I want this lovely olive cotton lace just to go over there, because I thought that would just make it pop, and it does. So let's do that. Gonna go just on this little border. Isn't that amazing? Now I should have really have put the other things on, so because it's forgiving, I'm going to just go like this for a minute. Okay. Now I've got these here, and I want to put these 3 die cuts on, and yeah, so let's get these on ever so quickly. All right, and then we've got cards, which is fine, and then I want to put this little goodie on. So I grabbed a piece of the fabric from the fabric bundles, and I do still have a couple of these left. I did replenish them this week actually, so you can go and grab some if you're interested and miss the first lot. I'm not going to do any more, that's it. So we've got that there. I'm just taking a little bit, this is just 1 inch wide, and then I'm going to just keep putting a little bit of glue here as I just press it up. Now you can stitch it, but I thought I'd do it without stitching this time. So I don't want it perfect. I want it a bit, you know, irregular. So I'm going in different ways here. And then this last one, I'm going to just tuck underneath like that. Okay, there we go. Right, and then a little bit of cheesecloth. It's just a scrap bit. And I want to just get that folded over a little bit. Yeah, don't want so much. I chop a bit off. Right, so it's just a little bit. We'll get that stuck on there. Right, we'll put that on there like that. And we're going to just sew on a button. All right, so I'm going to just sew that on there. Right, so now we'll just get some glue on here, and we'll stick that up here. And then the last thing that we want to do is just put some flowers on. Okay, so I've just grabbed these 3 flowers and my Fabri-Tac, and I'm putting plenty of glue on here, and I'm going to get that stuck on there, and then some more glue just for the middle so that I can get this little one on there. I want to put a fair amount of glue on here, like that. I'm going to position that in a minute. Okay, so let's just see, we want it about there. Yeah, and I'm going to take my big clip and get that onto the middle there like that, just for a sec. Okay, that's what we've got there. Everything looks good. We've finished with pretty much everything, I think. Now all that we need to do while that's drying there, I should have waited a little bit, is just show you quickly the ephemera that I've made. So from the other half of that mini page, I showed you I cut off half. That's the one half, and this is the other bit. I didn't trim it other than cut it in half, and I've backed it onto cream background paper. It doesn't matter, even the lacy background paper would look great. Then I've used this tag. I've got a large tag and a postcard. So you've got different ones for each of that. And then I've also grabbed this journal card and that journal card. And this, which have I stuck it on already? I have. Oh, I wanted to stick that underneath there. I wonder if I can still do it. Let's not destroy it now, Angela. Oh, I can. Okay. There we go. Look at that. All right. So I want to just put some ribbon in there. So I've got some of this nice sage green. Love this color. And I want to just tie a little bow. Well, not a bow. Ears. Bunny ears. We're making bunny ears. There we go. Talking about bunnies, it's nearly Easter on the horizon again this year. Let's make it a short one. There we go. So I'll have to be working on a spring kit. Okay, so, gosh, my brain's all over the place. Sorry, guys. Right, so we want to just get some, this is just a tab from the kit. All right. And now I just want to get that in there. There we go. See, even I mess things up sometimes. Right, so there we go. That's just to finish that off. I think that looks cute. Right, so we've got that. Yeah. We've got this flap here, which goes into our signature. There's our little pocket that we made. And now, before we add it to that, we want to just take this off and add our bits and pieces to here. So there's the front of our pretty folio. Still hasn't set itself. And then we want to take our postcard. That's going to go in there. I think I'm going to do it this way. There we go. And then in here, I want to just do that and put this in there. So there we go. Here's a pocket for this card, and this card needs to turn around. I love that ribbon. It's embroidered. It's beautiful. And then on the back, we've got this that's going to go in here. Like that. There we go. I didn't put a ribbon there because it keeps it flat if I don't. And then it keeps it nice and flat. And then grabbing that pocket page, these two are going to go in here. So this one and then this one, they're going in there. All right. See, now you won't have any gaping there. You turn that over. We've got our nice pocket page. And that's going to slide in there. All right, and there you have it. So there's the fold line there, and then that's going to go into our journal. So there's where it needs to go. So that's where that goes. And then that's where that goes. Oops. Like that. Look at those pretty layers already. See, isn't that lovely? We've got that there. And then we fold it like that. We've got our little booklet that comes out. Slides back in there like that. Perfect. There you go. So there's the one. A couple of things all over the place here. Need to have a good tidy. And then there's the other that we did. Right. There's homework for you this weekend. I think I need to just push that clip back on here while I'm talking. Right, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed that very first project. I really love how it's turned out, and nice, not too chunky, so that's good. Going to have some fun this weekend putting it all together. And I will see you on Tuesday. I'm hoping to get the mini journal out next week. So do look out for that, the mini and journal. So yeah, that'll be exciting. But I'm also keen to put together some more projects to go into our journal. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and love to all of you. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.